Launching CHARAL2 is the result of a year and a half of work by 10 people united around the same objective: launching the most innovative and efficient boat possible. More than a new Imoca, a new chapter is opening for Jérémie and CHARAL in the world of offshore racing. This is the weekly Sailing World on Water, September 16, 2022. Highlights in the global sport of sailing in the past 7 days. After 3 days of racing at the 32nd Maxi Yacht Rolex Cup, the most determined and best prepared of the elite crews are coming to the fore. The racing so far has been of the highest quality, as the awe-inspiring fleet tackles the famed coastal courses of the Costa Smeralda, and some classes take on intense shorter racetracks as well. With 2 days of racing remaining, the pressure has ramped up.
Powerful yachts, thrilling action, challenging racetracks, and perfect sailing conditions. The week is building to an exciting crescendo at the Maxi Yacht Rolex Cup 2022. As this prestigious regatta reaches its midway point, Sardinia's Costa Smeralda has lived up to its reputation as one of the world's finest yacht racing locations. The wind has blown, the water has sparkled, and the 50-strong fleet has delivered a breathtaking display of competitive racing across all classes. In the Supermaxes, the 115-foot Swan Shimano has produced a near faultless performance to comfortably lead the standings. Similarly, the Maxi class has been dominated by Irvin Laidlaw's Highland Fling. Mini Maxi 1 has been a tighter affair, with Vespa just fending off the challenge from Proteus to hold a slender 2-point lead. Notable mentions too for Capricorno and H2O in their respective classes. And finally to the J class. These magnificent yachts have graced the archipelago with their elegance, beauty and power, adding an extra dimension to an already extraordinary spectacle. Leading at the midway point is a 143-foot Svea. Across the fleet, tension is building and the strongest teams are rising to the challenge. With plenty of racing still to come, this striking contest is far from over. Join us again for the exciting finale of the Maxi Yacht Rolex Cup 2022.
The first AC40 off the production line was unloaded from its ship and transported into the Emirates Team New Zealand base in a typically understated fashion last week.
Massively exciting day for us. Trucked the boat down from Whangarei this morning, and it's been a huge effort by the team at Emirates Team New Zealand, but also the team at McConaughey's in China. They've presented us an immaculate looking boat, and now we've got a pretty compressed sort of 10 to 12 days worth of QA checks we're going to carry out on the boat, and once we do that and verify it for the rest of the boats of this class, we'll be ready to go sailing.
The AC40 is an important boat for us and for all the teams because it's a boat that most of our development is going to happen on. It's great to be able to take all the work that we've done, everything that we've learned in designing the AC75 and put that all together into a package. It's not just for us, it's for the other teams and women in youth AC, and it's really cool just to see that expand into the greater sailing community.
Getting ready to install some sensors for our structural test just to measure strains going through the hull. We've got a bunch of load cells that we'll hook up and then just start pulling on things and make sure everything's kind of behaving the way that we expect it to.
Big moment for the team, big moment for the boat. The purpose here is to make sure the boat is structurally sound from a design and build point of view, so that when we go sailing on the first day, we can push it from day one with confidence that everyone will be safe and the boat will perform as it should. Jib sheet up to 500. Holding. It has to be really quiet so we hear for anything going on structurally, little tings or pings, but everyone's put a lot of hard work in, so we're quietly confident, but you always got to be prepared for the unexpected and to be a bit nimble for what happens during the test.
It's really after the boat gets back to the dock on that first day that we'll know a lot more than we know now, and it'll be the first sailing day for the team since we won the America's Cup. It's going to be good to get back out on the water and see how this new boat performs. It's really an exciting new time.
The Defi Azimut is an atypical event in the offshore race world. It brings together the Imoca class and gathers the skippers of the Vendée Globe and Lorient-based company Azimut. Combining performance, innovation and strategy, it provides the best level of sailing competition with a lot of friendliness. It starts with a timed run. Here are a few of the runs.
Bonjour à toutes et à tous et bienvenue dans ce live. Nous sommes ensemble pour vous faire vivre le défi Azimut Agglomération 2022 et on va commencer avec l'épreuve des runs de vitesse et j'ai la chance d'être avec Clarisse Kremer avec moi. Clarisse, bonjour.
Salut Virginie.
Merci d'être avec nous pour suivre donc cette toute première épreuve du défi Azimut Lorient Agglomération et on commence tout de suite avec ces magnifiques images, vous le voyez, Thomas Ruyant et son équipe à l'image ici sur Linked Out, ils sont en train de débuter la finale des runs. Alors il y a un seul passage pour les finalistes, on vous expliquera, il y a 12 bateaux qui se sont qualifiés pour la finale à l'issue des phases de poule, ils ont un seul passage sur ce run qui, en fait le principe c'est on s'élance, il faut faire le meilleur chrono et là Clarisse des superbes images, on voit ce bateau qui est parfaitement fiabilisé et pris en main par son skipper qu'il connaît sur le bout des doigts.
Oui, Thomas il a fait un Vendée Globe sur son bateau, donc je pense que ça fait partie avec quelques autres de ceux qui connaissent le mieux son bateau. Et donc là, lancer sur une ligne pour aller le plus vite possible pendant, je crois qu'elle fait à peu près 1 000, c'est ça?
Un peu moins d'1 000, ouais, on était sur 0,76 000.
Ça fait partie des jobs qui maîtrisent bien et on voit qu'il y a des très chanceuses invitées là, juste au-dessus du foil qui doivent en prendre plein les mirettes.
Carrément. Et alors Thomas Ruyant et son bateau Linked Out qui se sont qualifiés dans la poule A. Ils ont fait d'ailleurs le meilleur chrono de cette poule en 2 minutes 25. Ça, c'était donc tout à l'heure dans les phases de poule. Voilà, donc pour Thomas Ruyant, tu le disais, ça fait vraiment partie des favoris de ce défi Azimut, Clarisse, parce qu'il connaît, il arrive en fin de cycle avec ce bateau. Il a un nouveau bateau qui est actuellement en construction et voilà. Et alors tout le défi, c'est de partir vraiment bien lancé sur la ligne. Et puis l'avantage d'être comme ça à plusieurs, c'est de pouvoir tirer tout le potentiel du bateau. Et Damien Seguin qui a bouclé lui aussi un Vendée Globe sans main gauche, c'est le seul à avoir réussi à le faire avec une honorable 6e place lui aussi.
On le voit dérouler une voile
un bateau à dérive à l'époque.
Il déroule son J3 qui a l'air d'être... Il y a une nouvelle jauge sur les voiles d'Imoca, alors c'est un peu pointu mais ils ont le droit maintenant, enfin on a le droit d'avoir des des tourmentins. On voit qu'elle est orange sa voile. En fait, c'est sa voile de tempête qui met en lieu et place du J3. Donc ça, c'est un peu une nouveauté. C'est lié aux nouvelles règles sur les surfaces des voiles. Et donc, il y a des petits malins qui en profitent. Ça fait un peu comme gagner une voile parce qu'autrefois, c'est vrai que le tourmentin, il restait souvent au placard. On le sortait vraiment que en cas de gros temps. Et là, il prend un peu plus son rôle dans le jeu de voile au quotidien. Et donc là, on voit qu'il a carrément 3 voiles à l'avant, Damien.
Ouais, donc et ça avance bien aussi. Faut souligner que ce bateau...
C'est ça.
Visiblement, alors... Quel intérêt, David, de positionner l'équipage sur l'avant? C'est une question de sécurité ou c'est une question vraiment d'assiette du bateau dans ces conditions un peu médium?
C'est sûrement un petit peu l'assiette, même si le poids de 3 personnes n'est pas colossal par rapport au poids du bateau, mais c'est toujours ça de prix pour garder le nez bien à plat.
Voilà, ça va vite, mais ça ne vole pas encore vraiment pour VNB qui a attendu, je pense, au maximum le vent et qui est peut-être en train de faire un bon chrono, mais peut-être moins impressionnant que les runs tout à l'heure de Linked Out et la Pivia. Voilà, là on est sous le vent, on voit le travail du foil, David qui est immergé dans l'eau, qui cherche à pousser.
Oui, le foil est entièrement sous l'eau, on le voit, on distingue juste là maintenant l'extrémité du foil qui ressort, ce qui signifie que le bateau accélère un peu, gîte un petit peu moins du fait qu'il accélère. Tout ça est lié et si on arrive à le voir ressortir, on peut même le voir fléchir, on peut le voir bouger parce que les foils sont malgré tout des structures souples. Voilà, on peut s'en rendre compte un petit peu là maintenant.
It was a moody start to the TF35 Malsasine Cup as the bright, brisk, flat water conditions, for which Lake Garda is famous, were interrupted by the tail end of a storm that rumbled over the Italian lake. With the crews held ashore until 1300 CET, due to lack of wind, the cloud cover finally broke in the late afternoon, allowing for one practice race and 1-point scoring race to be sailed.
Yeah, not a typical day here in Garda. Massive thunderstorms last night and this morning really killed the typical aura. So unfortunately it was light winds. The race committee did a good job to get us out there and we managed to get a practice race and then one race away. Yeah, we're very happy with the second place in the first race, but it is a long regatta and a lot can happen, but we're just working away at trying to make the boat more reliable, I think.
Meet Anna Patterson. A recent recruit, Anna has joined Ineos Britannia for the team's 37th America's Cup campaign as a graduate engineer after studying marine engineering at Newcastle University.
I'm Anna Patterson and I'm a graduate engineer for Ineos Britannia. I first got in a boat when I was 2 years old with my dad in an enterprise. I sailed at a little sailing club called Griffin Sailing Club and I grew up sailing there and I've loved sailing ever since. It was actually sort of a case of I always loved sailing as a sport, and then at school I was very good at maths, physics and STEM subjects, and then when I was looking to do something at university it kind of led me down the path of doing engineering. I looked at all the different types of engineering, mechanical, electrical, civil, and nothing really fully interested me, and then I came across marine engineering and I was like, this is cool, this is where my passion and my skill of engineering comes together. Growing up sailing there was proportionally less girls during competitions, during events. I remember finding out when there was a prize for first female. I was thinking, I don't care, I don't want to be first female, I want to be first. It doesn't matter to me whether I'm competing against boys or girls, I want to win. I think sailing helped me in that mindset that it doesn't matter who you are, you just got to keep working hard and believe in. People might say things, they don't think you can do it, you don't think you can get there. But if you believe in yourself enough and keep trying, and if you get knocked down, that's just a learning curve. applying for this job wasn't the first job I applied for. I'm not going to pretend that I got this job easily. I applied for many jobs, but I hit the jackpot with this one. So I'm currently in the design team, but my role within that as a graduate is very flexible. I get the opportunity to do a lot of different projects, which is really exciting. So I've already worked on a few things that are very different from each other. So the first project I was given was working on the simulator cockpit mock-up. My task was pretty much creating an IKEA-style flat pack version that could be slotted together. It was certainly a test of my CAD skills and it really helped me get up to speed with that. And it was so rewarding seeing within a matter of weeks something that I designed on the computer in real life. The first America's Cup I can really remember was the 2013 America's Cup in San Francisco, and it was incredible to see Ben Ainsley get in the Team USA boat as tactician and win 8 races in a row to win the America's Cup. I'd always dreamed that I could be a part of a team and I never thought it would be possible, but here I am. Everyone is so friendly, so helpful and so knowledgeable in the team, and I think those things combined with the passion of wanting to win makes the team really great.
The Maxi Yacht Rolex Cup is an event like no other. Organized by the yacht club Costa Smeralda, in conjunction with the International Maxi Association, it dates back to 1980. The partnership with title sponsor Rolex began in 1984. A walk along the docks, in front of the striking clubhouse, offers an insight into the quality of boats and sailors in attendance.
The Maxi Yacht Rolex Cup.
It has it all.
It's the best sailing we can get.
The best boats, all the key players come.
It's one of the hardest things to win. Great place to sail, stunning settings, phenomenal breezes.
Spectacular.
What a regatta it has been. As the Maxi Yacht Rolex Cup 2022 draws to a close, we reflect on a week of simply outstanding yacht racing. The 50-strong fleet has been treated to a feast of challenging racetracks through the stunning archipelago, organised by the yacht club Costa Smeralda to allow these yachts to excel in the perfect conditions. Across all classes there have been exemplary performances, and for the owners and crews of these extraordinary yachts, it has been a week to savour.
Great competition, fantastic racing. As always, Porto is the best place in the world to race. I think of all the years I've been coming here in Rolex Maxi, this is probably the highest quality of fleet, the best sailed, the best prepared boats that I've ever seen. So yes, especially good to win.
It's been an incredible week, you know, dream come true. We sort of said, okay, let's work hard and let's see if we can make this happen this year. And you know, the gods smiled on us and we pulled it off.
It's been an amazing week and we sailed really well. You know, in yachting it's about making as few mistakes as possible, and I think we did very few mistakes. We sailed very cleanly, you know, good starts.
And there were class wins too for Shimano, Capricorno and H2O. A celebratory end to what has been a truly world-class event, the Maxi Yacht Rolex Cup 2022.
The Royal Ocean Racing Club announces the inaugural RORC Caribbean 600 Series, which will be based in Antigua from 14th to the 24th of February 2023. The series will include 3 days of racing followed by the main event, the 14th edition of the RORC Caribbean 600. The RORC Caribbean 600 Series is open to boats racing under the IRC, CSA, and MOCRA class rules, plus other suitable classes. The second day was more generous with wind at the Class A European Championship, scheduled until Friday on Upper Lake Garda, with Circolo Villa Arco organising the event. The open foil fleet was able to race 3 more races, bringing the total to 5 in all, in average southerly conditions from 13 knots upwards. And in the fierce flying fleet there was a renewed challenge between the 2 world champions Misha Heemskerk of the Netherlands and Australian Steve Bruin, who today scored 3 firsts against the Dutchman's 2-4-2, thus moving into second place overall, 2 points behind Bruin. 9 points behind Poland's Ben Dijk. Italian Lamberto Cesari moved up 1 position, finishing 4th in the last race of the day, and currently 7th overall. A good 3rd in the last race also for Dutchman Tejas Visser, 6th overall. A shorter classification for the classic non-foil fleet. After 2 races of the day and 4 races in all, the leadership of German Weiss remains unchanged, just 1 point ahead of Australian Scott Anderson, who is definitely on the upswing with 2 firsts. In a tie, although 3rd, is the Spaniard Gustavo Durest, 3-2.